Rain hammered the broken roof as Lina and Daniel crouched behind a stack of old crates, breaths ragged, hearts racing. The last gunshot faded into silence. Smoke curled in the air. Footsteps retreated into the darkness. Lina steadied herself with one hand on the crate. Shaking, she whispers, saying to Daniel, "How do you know Han's men?" Daniel swallowed hard. In the dim warehouse glow, he looked younger than before, frightened but still impossibly composed. "It doesn't matter right now," Daniel said. "What matters is keeping you alive." She glared at him. "We wouldn't be running if you had told me the truth." He stepped closer, close enough that their breaths tangled in the cold air. "Lina, if I tell you everything, you'll never look at me the same." Her jaw tightened. "Try me." For a moment, Daniel looked like he might actually answer. His hand lifted, almost touching her cheek, before he stopped himself. The sirens wailed again, echoing across the city. Daniel exhaled shakily, the moment shattering. "We need to move," Daniel says. And just like that, the almost confession vanished into the rain-soaked air. They slipped through the city until Daniel led her into an old, unmarked safe house. The air heavy with rain, footsteps echoing faintly. Inside, the light flickered weakly. Dust danced in the beams. "Stay here," Daniel said, voice cracking slightly. "Lock the door." But Lina didn't listen. She followed him down the narrow hall, stopping just outside the bathroom as he removed his soaked shirt, revealing a fresh wound across his shoulder, deep, raw, and clearly untreated. He winced as he leaned against the mirror. Then the flashback hit him. His father's voice echoed, "You are the heir, and the heir must be willing to do whatever it takes." Young Daniel flinched as Han's hand landed on his shoulder, a promise disguised as guidance. The memory faded. Daniel stared at his reflection, whispering, "I should have gotten out sooner." Lina's expression shifted. She had only heard fragments, but it was enough to know he had been lying for a very long time. Daniel re-entered the room, attempting to button his shirt with trembling fingers, obviously still shaken from the episode with Mr. Han's men, and with the mere fact that Lina could have been hurt during the crossfires. "Sit," Lina said sharply. Daniel hesitated. "You're still a cop," he murmured. "You shouldn't be helping me." She ignored him and grabbed the first aid kit. "Stop talking." He kept quiet and sat. Her hands were steady, but her eyes stormed as she cleaned the bruise on his shoulder. Daniel watched her quietly, gaze softening. "You're angry," he said. "Angry?" Lina scoffed. "You've been lying to me since the moment I met you." He inhaled slowly. "Because your life is the only thing I'm trying to protect." Lina froze. "Why?" His voice dropped to a whisper. "I wasn't supposed to care about you." Time stilled between them, warm, heavy, dangerous. But before anything else could be said, her phone buzzed. Lina's thumb hovered for a moment, then tapped. A single notification filled the screen. One new video file. Lina clicked it. The video opened. The footage was grainy, time-stamped from weeks earlier. Daniel stood in a dark parking garage, sliding the metal briefcase across the ground toward Mr. Han. This was damning. Lina's breath hitched. Her stomach twisted as if the ground fell from beneath her. She slowly lifted her eyes toward Daniel. He froze mid-step. "Lina, listen to me," Daniel says. That video isn't what it looks like. Lina raised her gun, hands trembling yet firm. Don't move, Lina says. Daniel's face drained of color, shock, fear, guilt. It was impossible to tell. You used me, Lina says. I feel so stupid. But before she could do anything, the windows exploded inward, shards scattering across the room. Han's men flooded the space like a dark wave. Daniel looked at her one last time. Heartbreak, regret, panic, all in a single breath. I'm sorry, Daniel says. And then he turned, sprinted toward the back window, and dived out into the night, disappearing into darkness. Lina sprinted after Daniel, turning the corner, and ran straight into darkness. A cloth bag slammed over her head. Strong arms yanked her backward. She fought, wild, desperate, furious. But the hands gripping her were much stronger. Across the alley, high above, Daniel appeared on a rooftop just in time to see her being shoved into the van. His heart stopped. He got very agitated. The van shot forward, ripping through the rain. Its taillights blurred into red streaks, then vanished. Daniel's knees collapsed onto the rooftop. Rain soaked into his clothes, but he didn't move. His phone vibrated in his hand. He answered. Mr. Han's voice slid through the speaker. Cold, amused, venomous. Mr. Han said, "You want her back? Bring me the original ledger." Daniel trembled, gripping the phone so tightly his knuckles whitened. Daniel says, "You touch her and I will." Han laughed, not loudly, but with the cruelty of a man who owns every outcome. Mr. Han replies him, "You'll what, Daniel? You want to betray me again." Daniel's entire body shook. Then the phone split in his hand. Daniel climbed the hills to the abandoned Kong estate, the house he had sworn never to return to. Moonlight cut through broken windows as he stepped inside, each footstep stirring dust and memories he had buried for years. He walked deeper into the house until he reached his mother's old study. Her portrait hung crooked on the wall, dust softening her gentle smile. Daniel lifted it down with trembling hands. Behind it was a hidden safe. The code was the date his mother died. The safe unlocked with a heavy click. Inside lay a small leather ledger, old worn but still whole. The real record of every crime K Industries ever committed. Daniel held it against his chest, his breath shaking. Tears filled his eyes as a memory echoed through him. Someday, someone you love may pay the price for our sins. He broke, but he didn't fall. He stood. He dialed Maya. "Maya, it's Daniel. Mr. Han has Lina. I can't do this alone." Maya exhaled sharply on the other end. "You're lucky I hate him more than I hate you," Maya says. Together, they formed a plan. A reckless, dangerous, desperate plan. Daniel grabbed a flashlight, tucked the ledger under his arm, and stepped back into the cold night air. He wasn't running anymore. He was going to war. Lina's eyes fluttered open. Her head throbbed. Her wrists were bound. The warehouse around her was dim, cold, unforgiving. The smell of rust clung to the air. Footsteps approached. Mr. Han stepped into the light. Immaculate, composed, terrifyingly calm. He set a gun gently on the table beside her. "Detective Park," Han said softly. "Daniel Kong is not coming to save you." Lina lifted her head, blood at the corner of her lip. "You don't know him." Han laughed. "Oh, my dear detective, I know him better than anyone. Daniel walks alone through a long corridor, rain dripping from his coat, ledger clutched in his hand, his eyes, cold, determined, burning. Han leaned closer to Lina, his voice a poisonous whisper. And I know exactly what he will sacrifice to save you. Thanks for viewing. Please continue to watch the Unequal Love YouTube channel for heartfelt stories that remind us of what love truly means.